This is the Night Wolf howling at you, and today we're going to open up the Kickstarter Transformers Compendium set. And I got the, I believe it was the All Are One version, which is supposed to combine the UK and US comics together in continuity order. Or what would be continuity order if they're all put out in the same place. So our extras are already off to the side here, so we'll just start by opening up the box. Oh, jeez. It's another box. Although this one has a sticker on it. It doesn't state actually which one it is, though, other than saying Kickstarter exclusive box set. I got the Autobot version. They take their packaging very seriously, apparently. So let's go ahead and... Alright, so the top of the box has the Autobot symbol. The side's got the Transformers, more than meets the eye. The other side has the Transformers, more than meets the eye. Ugh. This side has some artwork. If it's like the G.I. Joe one, I suspect that we'll have the same artwork as posters inside. Although, that looks a little wonky there in the middle. I don't remember. I guess it is also on the G.I. Joe one, but... And then we just have Optimus Prime. Honestly, this is kind of a boring box. When we open it up... We have it upside down. We have our 4 volumes of The Transformers. Volume 1's got Optimus Prime embossed on the cover. Autobot symbol on the back. Inside... We have, I guess this is a card you can get autographed by Bob Budinsky and Simon Furlman. Yeah. Or were they supposed to sign it and they just didn't? Comes with a poster. That looks like the Optimus Prime from the outside of the thing. So, I called that one. As with the G.I. Joe one, this is just a This is just a reprint of the old Marvel comics. The paper is higher quality than what the original ones were, but not like modern day quality. Otherwise, it'd be a lot heavier duty. I know somebody argued with me on that one with the G.I. Joe one. So here are all the people that were part of this. I'm surprised they don't have like a chapter list in here though. I was kind of wondering about one thing though. Oh, there we go. Spider-Man is in this. With guest starring Spider-Man during his black suit era. I wonder if they had to get any additional licensing for that with this. So on Compendium number 2, we have Bumblebee and the Autobot symbol again. We have another poster. This looks like Megatron. This is Megatron, same style as the Optimus Prime. Probably what would have been on the side of the box in the Decepticon version. And no, I was not going to spend an extra $300 to get both versions of these box sets either. Number 3 here has Jazz on the cover, and I'm sorry if I keep knocking to the camera. And the Autobot symbol on the back as well. Autobot symbol inside. Here is the poster for the other side of the box. It's weird that they picked the Fencer for this one, isn't it? Like, I don't know, maybe he played more of a part in the comics than he did in the animated series. And so far, nothing is damaged. And for our final volume, we've got Grimlock. And the Autobot symbol. And we got the G.I. Joes in there. Well, Cobra technically at that point. You know, I actually will probably read the PDF before I read the actual physical books. I am not sure yet. Because these things are heavy and it kind of hurts your arms after a while if you read them. And for our last image, Devastator. That one makes sense. And yeah, this was probably also on the covers of the box for the Decepticon one. Oh shit, I forgot to put the posters back in on the first volume. Yeah, I don't know if these were supposed to be signed or not. I don't think I really care. To be perfectly honest with you, I think Simon Furman is a little bit overrated as far as the Transformers go. All right, so that's our main items. Let's take a look at our extras. And in case you were wondering real quick, I did finally get in my G.I. Joe replacement compendium. It took a few months though, and a lot of back and forth between both Sundance or Skydance and the shipping company itself. So here we have Starscream. We have Soundwave. How about the Autobot pack? Why do I have 2 Decepticon cards? I'm going to have to take a look to see if this is what I was supposed to get, because that seems kind of wrong. Now, I might have ordered them extra if it was an add-on, but I would still expect to have the Autobot ones if it came with the Autobot ones originally, you know what I mean? Although, I wonder, because here we have Lectinior, Grimlock, and Jazz. We have an Autobot pin. I'm not a big fan of these either, to be honest with you. We have a token here with the Autobot logo, which I think it's a gambling chip in metal. We have a 2-sided bookmark, Starscream on one side, Bumblebee on the other. I cannot believe there is a UPC symbol on that. We got an Autobot patch and an Autobot logo. You know, this would have been nice if it was like a Klingon, not to be mistaken with the Klingons from Star Trek, but you know, where you could put it on your car sticker window. We have this thing, reprint a bundle. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like the reprint comics are kind of a silly thing too. We have number 67, The War is Over, and the Decepticons have won with Galvatron. We have cover number 2, Optimus Prime versus Megatron, with funky-ass looking Bumblebee there in the bottom. And number 5, Transformers All Are Dead. Yay. Honestly, it's hard for me to get excited about that. And last but not least, we have the tech spec cards. Oh, look at that. We even got a text spec reader. We have one for Fortress Maximus. I am not reading all of these off. There's too many of them. But the reader does kind of help you actually read off the specs there. We'll just bring this up a little closer. I'll probably scan all these in. Metroplex. Prowl. Grimlock. Hot Rod, my favorite character in Transformers. Hot Rod is an all-American boy Autobot. He is a typical adolescent who dreams of being heroic and important. Omega Supreme. Defense Base. It is kind of cool that they gave us all these tech specs like this. Ironhide. He looks kind of goofy in that image. Optimus Prime. Bumblebee. Espionage. That's the thing that they forget about with like the movies and stuff, is that Bumblebee was supposed to be a spy. And they mostly made him a joke. Jazz. Special Operations Agent. Honestly, I thought he was second in command. Mirage, also a spy. Ultra Magnus. RC, who did not have a tech spec back in the day. Blaster. Rodimus Prime. Wheeljack. The man-at-arms of the Transformers universe. And finally, their medic Ratchet. Also kind of a weird image to use for that one. Those are our Autobots. My plan is to scan all the specs in a group in the same order I read them off at. So that way you guys can pause and read it if you wanted, which I probably should have said at the beginning of that, but I didn't, so oh well. Also, these things weren't like going in any specific order that I could figure out, at least not the Autobot one. So far, the Decepticons look like they're going in alphabetical order. Because first up is Astro Train. Then we have Blitzwing. Galvatron. It is funny that Galvatron has the same position as Ultra Magnus. Laserbeak. Eject. That's an interrogator on his too. Cyclonus. Ravage. Scorponok. It does seem like these ones are actually going in alphabetical order. Never mind. Thundercracker. It is kind of weird because out of the 3 Decepticon jets from the original set, I don't know, I like Thundercracker the best. Bruticus. Shockwave. Megatron. Peace through tyranny. Starscream, the Air Commander. Soundwave. Communications. Devastator. Bludgeon. Tripticon. And finally, Unicron, which I don't know why he's a Decepticon. Function Supreme Class. He's the classiest of them all. Yeah, I don't know why Unicron is included in the Decepticon set. He should have had his own thing. And finally, we have 2 exclusive tech specs. Bob Budansky. Architect. They have strength, intelligence, humor, creativity, typing, drawing, appetite, and math. And Simon Furman. Again, I think he's overrated. Writer. Humor, creativity, typing, drawing, appetite, and math again. And we have our last card, which I believe, if I remember correctly, is supposed to be Jetfire or Skyfire. And he's got both the Autobot and Decepticon one because he's been on both sides. But he is the Air Guardian. And he has just the regular stuff of the other Transformers. So aside from my confusion as to why the Autobot gift set came with a couple of Decepticon bits of artwork that I wasn't expecting, this box looks pretty nice. It'll go on the shelf just like the G.I. Joe one did. God only knows what I'll do with it after that, to be honest, because I will probably be reading the PDFs and not actually the books. However, that being said, I think it was worth it, you know? These were a good set of things to get. It'll be nice to be able to read the whole story through. I have most of the first printings of the Transformers from Marvel, at least that were released in the US. And I got pretty much 90% of the ones that I have at flea markets. I think I'm only missing about maybe a dozen issues, to be honest with you. But anyway, why don't you let me know what you guys think of this set here? And if you didn't get this, are you regretting it? And if you did get it, did you have any issues? If you did enjoy this look at our Transformers Compendium, please feel free to transform that like button. And if you want to hear more of my nonsense in the future, you can subscribe. I thank you for watching. Peace and love.